Welcome to our weekly worship experience. We hope that this video will be a blessing.
Now it says in Romans 8:28, all things are going to work together for good. It doesn't say all things are good. Some things are bad. It's sad that the person is unable to see. It's sad, it's bad that you got fired from your job. Now it's bad that you went bankrupt. It's bad that you got sick. It's bad that your loved one passed away. It's bad that people hurt you. It's bad. Bad things do happen. But you know what God's word says? That God's going to use those bad things. That God's going to use all these things so He can bring something good out of that. That's the work of God. That's us being worked by God. And to what extent? Why is this happening? So that you and I can be conformed to the image of His Son, which is Jesus Christ. So God's weaving His work through each one of us that we can become like Christ. And God's going to use these circumstances. God's going to use this bad stuff that's going to happen to get us there. Now in Romans 8:30, which is this verse after verse 8:29, that we are supposed to conform to the image of Christ. Now why are we going to be conformed to the image of Christ? What's God's plan? So God's plan is that indeed we might be conformed to the image of His Son. And those He predestined, which is you and me, to be conformed to the image of His Son, He has called. And those He called, He is also justified. And those He justified, He is also glorified. So you see this progression. Having been predestinated, having been predestined to be conformed to the image of God, now God's calling us. God's coming and saying, come, be part of my work that I'm going to do in your life. I'm going to take all this bad that's going to happen to you, all this good that's going to happen to you, every circumstance you're going to find yourself in, and I'm going to bring something good. And what's the good part? The good part is you're going to be justified. You're going to change. Your wrongs are going to be righted. You're going to change from the inside out. You're going to be changed physically. You're going to be changed spiritually. There's God's good work that's going to happen to you. And then what's going to happen? You're going to be glorified. You're going to have a glorified body. You're going to be like Christ. You're going to achieve this mark of perfection, which is going to be like Christ. Now, this is an ongoing journey. It might never finish as long as we are on this earth. But that's the goal. That we are going to be like Christ. Day and day, season and season, year and year, we are going to be slowly transformed. We are going to become more and more like Christ in our lives.
You can keep up to date on what's happening at TruthSeekers through Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Do subscribe.